Hi, buddy.
We're back on video.
I know. And honestly, I have to say, Galindo Media, G
G
Media,
Media.
sorry, G Media is literally what we're doing from now on.
Yeah,
I
they're the best.
I walk. First of all, they redid the whole thing.
There's one, two. How many studios here? 5?
3 studios, 7 sets.
7. Shit.
I mean, they give me a tour, and I'm like, what are we doing? Why are we setting up our own shop?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's so nice. There was an energy drink waiting. It's just like midday crash because now we do this when everybody's in school.
Mm-hmm.
Much easier than 7:30, 8 o'clock at night.
Way better.
But this is beautiful. I'm so excited to be here. This is probably where we'll start doing now we have cameras. We've been lagging on visuals or static images. Is that what we do? Is that a static image?
Still a static, yeah.
I know. I've been lagging on our social media presence, but guess what? We're back, baby.
Mm-hmm. I almost fired you, but we gave you a pip and you're back.
And now I'm representing the brand.
Brand strong.
No, but I'm so happy to be back. I told you we've been trying to be better about doing our podcast more than once a month, but it looks like that's what it's been.
Yeah, and we're loosey goosey still. It's not like this is it's not our number one goal in life. We have lots of things going on.
Maybe you're not number one goal. This is my
if
life.
If it was your number one goal, you should be reprioritizing some of the other shit.
Although I do have another job on the weekends every now and then.
We'll talk about that.
You don't want to start with that? I think it's worth starting.
Start it off, star.
First of all, I'm not a star. Second of all,
some would beg to differ.
So, did we do a podcast when I had the show at the Italian American Club?
We did it the day before.
Okay, so we did the show at the Italian American Club. When I say we, I mean it's my father's show, and I'm just the the
glitz and the glam.
Yeah, I'm just the
dancing frog.
Yeah, I'm the side act. So we did that. That went great. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't there though.
Nope.
It was more of like a girls' night thing.
Yep.
A lot of girls came.
All of our sitters went, which means I was stuck at home.
All of our babysitters went. Yep. And we it was a great show, but this past weekend I did 2 shows at the South Point.
Some would call it a residency.
I mean, my paycheck doesn't reflect that,
No.
but I did 4 songs in the show, which I've never done. I only do 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, by Sunday night, I was very comfortable on stage.
Riding high.
You were proud of me.
I cried the whole time.
I know, it's so funny. Somebody was like, what does Mackin do when you perform? I'm like, he cries. He cries every time. Mm-hmm. But it was so fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I was nervous because here's the thing. When I know who's coming, I get nervous because I'm like, I know these people. Mm-hmm. What are they going to think of me? What are they going to think of my father? And I told my dad, I'm like, Dad, I'm so nervous because of who's coming to the show. Mm-hmm. He's like, it's just another crowd, Danielle. It's just another person in the audience. I'm like, yeah, to you. You've been doing this for like 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
But
literally.
Yeah, I mean, he's
if not more.
Mm-hmm, he's 69.
Yeah.
I mean, people were blown away by him. If you haven't seen my dad's show, do yourself a favor, not just to see me. Go see my dad.
Yep.
He's been doing this since he was 11 years old. He kicks ass on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And a fellow
entertainer friend of mine.
Yes. Came and was like, I cannot believe your dad's 69 years old and he is running around on stage like that. And he did a 90-minute show with no break. I mean, because even when I'm on stage, I just think he doesn't trust me up there alone without him.
Right.
And honestly, I don't trust myself either. Do you see how often I look at him for like reassurance? Right. Like, did I hit the note right?
Yes.
Am I going in time?
Mm-hmm.
But he's incredible. And it was so fun. And the most special thing about this whole past weekend is, so those of you who don't know, my dad had a show here in Vegas a long time ago at the Rio, not even just at the Rio. He used to travel all over Western New York. Mm-hmm. And it was my aunt, my uncle, and my dad. And my aunt, I would say about 15 years ago, her vocal cords were paralyzed and she couldn't sing anymore, so she was out of the show. She came to the show for the first time in 15 years to see my dad and me sing together, and that was the most special thing.
The last time she saw the show was the last time that she sang in it and her vocal cord seized. That was the last time that she was in and around it.
And my heart ached for her because I know that was probably very hard for her to sit there and watch something that she's been in her whole life. Like since she was 4, my dad was bringing her up on stage. But she said, it was it hurt, but in such a good way to see that. She was like, it was almost like I was passing the baton, and she just kept calling me a movie star, and she was so generous and gracious and kind and loving. But I know my aunt. I know that was like her heart wants to do that again. She just
I think it was also very like healing and brought a sense of, I don't want to say closure because, everyone kind of hopes that she comes back one day.
Yeah.
But before you started singing with him, your dad would bring like other friends who were entertainers who would like do a weekend or do a handful of shows. And it was never really like
family.
her family.
Yeah.
So that she felt like trusted. But her seeing you up there, she could look at it with like, unbiased isn't the right way to say it, but like she could just be in awe of you being with your dad, and that added a whole other element and that she was able to appreciate.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think if like, let's just say that was my life and I had to witness that, watching it with, I mean, honestly, I really do feel like God has always given me a heart for her. Like I've always cared so much about her. When my dad would bring up other girls to sing with him, I knew that hurt her, but he had to keep performing and he had to keep going. But I always had
And he was very much in like trial and error mode.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
My sister's out of the show. Like I got to find another girl to get into it. At that point, singing wasn't even on your radar.
No, God, no.
Yeah.
No.
So it was like, okay, I know this girl. She's great. Let me see if she can sing with me
Yeah.
this night, or this. I'm going to be in Buffalo. Who's in Buffalo that weekend that will sing with me?
Exactly. And it's also like the relationship on stage and the camaraderie. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
That you have to kind of be playful back. And the whole thing that I do with my dad on Saturdays on Facebook Live, that kind of built this like relationship.
Chemistry.
Yeah. Chemistry where we kind of banter with each other. I still get nervous like talking on stage. Like there's so much
More nervous talking than singing?
Yes, because with singing, I know what I'm going to do. With talking, like it's not like here with you where I'm
Never
just
know
like,
what's going to come out.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
At
Like,
least you have lyrics and you know that
Yeah.
you're like,
yeah,
okay.
and I know like I just need to stay in tune and follow the beat or whatever. But my banter with him, like the first night we were talking and I totally felt word vomit. I was like, you almost died a few months ago. Like so blunt, so rude. Like who knows what that even sounded like, but whatever. It was fun. It was great. And Chrissy was the cherry on top over the whole weekend. I actually danced on stage.
I know. You're a little like background member of Destiny's Child up there doing your little choreography.
Just and then I did
All shoulders.
Oh yeah, lots. And Chrissy kept saying, "I wish I would have known to move my shoulders like that on stage." I was like, "Girl, take them, get back up there." I told her, "I'm like, you want to get back up there, bitch? I will move to the side. You could take that microphone right out of my hand. I'm done."
Your little tiny white Aretha Franklin.
Oh, I did an Aretha Franklin song. I keep looking at this camera. Sorry, guys. Do you just keep
You're
looking
rusty.
at me?
Yeah,
That's
I always
okay.
just look at you.
But it was fun. It was so fun. And who knew that I could,
The kids came one night and they got to see you.
that's another thing. They came. They were horrible, though, you said.
Yeah, they were fine during the show. They were horrible after the show. Which started the long-winded spring break of them just being horrible for 10 days.
Let me tell you what. I think it's a rude thing to CCSD should know my birthday is March 18th. Having spring break fall on that week. And then my parents had the audacity to leave.
Yeah. God forbid he go and do 7 shows in Florida.
He's in Florida doing 7 shows. But yeah, we went right from that to spring break, which I love having them home because I feel like I have control over germs and things like that when they're with me.
When they're at home, I feel the least amount of control.
Buddy, so today's Monday, this is the first day back at school.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I literally looked at you and I was like, how are you tired? Why are you tired? And you're like, I'm just so tired from like disciplining them.
Honestly, because like I had, normally I'm up very early. Yesterday I slept until what was it, 7:30, 8?
I don't know.
Like,
I always sleep.
woke up
way
before
longer
church.
than
Yeah, I was like a very normal. Definitely slept more than I usually sleep. And by after church, it was like 1 or 2 o'clock, and you looked at me like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I am mentally and not physically, just mentally exhausted from disciplining and being around all 4 of our kids for 10 days straight."
I know.
With little to no breaks.
I know. None.
Yeah, I mean, we
Well,
went out
we had
one night, but yeah,
we had one.
but
it was
that compounded by
but
being
it was also
everyone
cut short.
also cut short.
Just fucking can't get
God.
a fucking break. No, but actually, I think we did. We had a really good run for spring break.
They had a great run. They ran all spring break.
Oh my God, you did. You made them run. Mackin's new discipline technique is fucked up, I think, but
I don't.
I don't know what the research is behind it, but I'm sure you could TikTok somebody who validates your opinion on child rearing.
I mean, to some extent, what does it say in the Bible? Like to spare the rod is, spare the child.
Yeah.
No one's beating their children with rods these
No.
days. Like no one is by
No.
any means
My
saying
mother
that's
did.
okay. But to me, like I can't spank Dom. He's 13. He's got 4 or 5 inches on you. He's like 130 pounds. Like that's ridiculous. So when they're being out of line, like I just make them do wall sits, make them do push-ups, and now I've implemented this new sprints program. I'm like, when they're getting on my nerves, or if they're being disrespectful, or if they're out of line, or they're not listening the second, third, fifth, 100th time, then okay, go out in the street and we're gonna run. And it's like I'm their the mean basketball coach who just makes them run until they can't run anymore, and then they run more.
That's I mean I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
Yes.
I don't know because Vivian's like, fuck that shit. I'll be good. I hate running. She fucking hates running.
Yeah.
So do I. But
As soon as that shit started, Viv like shaped her act right up, like because she was like having some rough days too.
you're right, she did.
As soon as she saw me making Dean sprint and cry, she's like, "Okay, I'm good.
Done. I'm good.
I'll listen, Daddy."
But so we were literally on the way to lunch with your mom for her birthday.
Yes.
And they were being complete assholes in the backseat of the car. And you're like, I'm going to make you do push-ups when we get to the restaurant. I'm like, you're not going to do that. He's not going to do that. Right in the parking lot.
With the cops, three
cops.
3 cars down.
I'm
Push-ups.
like, this is child
Don't put your hands on the ground. Put them on the curb.
I know. And then they're all laughing at him. And
Now they're like doing decline push-ups, but more so importantly, like I don't want their hands getting full of black soot.
But here's the thing, though. Like, yes, I understand the correlation between, like, you fuck up, you're going to feel pain, like, that kind of thing. And it's like, I guess it's good because they're burning the energy, too, by running.
It's burning. Boys are different. If we had 4 girls, this would by no means be implemented in our household. But we have 3, I would say large for their size, very active, like intense boys, and they hit and they fight and they're physical with each other, so there's no reason why I can't make them run or make them do push-ups. This is a perfect example. When I was punishing Dean for being bad and making him run, Leah goes, "I want to run. Can I run too?"
I know.
So he ended up doing more, which is kind of counterproductive to my punishment. He was doing more sprints because he wanted to and he felt better doing it than Dean, who was actually the one being punished.
I mean, isn't it Caesar Milan that, like, ties the dogs to the treadmill to burn energy? Like, maybe...
They need to burn their
I know,
energy.
I know.
And it was spring break, obviously, so they're not in sports. They weren't in basketball or football or anything. They have all this pent-up energy.
I know.
And that's why they're negatively releasing it against each other. So when it comes out, it's not positive. So I needed to reactively burn that energy. If I was smarter and had them running every morning like I did last summer, maybe we wouldn't have run into the problems that we did.
But no, they would still figure it out.
Sure.
Dean's the biggest fucking
He's
smartass
such a
I've ever
smartass.
met in my life. Like you were literally punishing him by having him hold your hand because he was acting. I don't know what he does.
We were walking through Red Rock Casino and he was just doing something. Oh no, you know what he did?
What did he do?
He put his hand in the fucking ashtray.
Yes.
Because our kids who don't know how to walk and conduct themselves in a casino,
They don't.
apparently.
He literally
He's
walked up.
like it was like a Chinese Zen
Stand.
garden.
Yeah, that's what
playing
he
with
thought.
It.
That's what
and
he.
I'm like, and it was like those black ashtrays, like the
And we're
little
like,
rocks.
and he didn't know any better. But it wasn't like he did it and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." He just did it and he's like, was silly about it and didn't give a shit and just kept being an ass. So you're like, "You're gonna hold my hand now." And while you're holding his hand, he's like, "This is my date. This is my date." Like, what a little smartass.
Which is a great joke, but also
It is a great joke.
I'm not
Everyone
gonna
was
put up-
dying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put up with your bullshit. So we get back to the hotel room and it's wall sits and push-ups.
You did. I laughed because I went to go take care of Kevin. But we started off spring break with dinner with your mom. Then the following day we did dinner. We did or
was your
lunch.
birthday.
We did dinner with my family at Pinche's, which so good. And I felt so full. Like I loved being with everybody and just eating good food and having cake, and that was enough for me.
Yeah.
Then what'd we do?
We went on your that was your actual birthday. Then on sorry,
No, it
that was
wasn't.
on your birthday is when we went out to Mother Wolf.
Mother Wolf. We had friends in town.
Mother Wolf.
I burped while I said it, so it sounded like I said wolf.
Oh. Wolf.
It's the Celsius. We will take a sponsorship.
Healthiest?
Filthiest. But I have a thrusting tongue
I know.
and a separated tooth. Now I'm wondering if this side was a bad side because look how separated the tooth is. It's your fault. You should just let me sit on that side. This
Make
is
sure you go
look
see
how good
Whiting
this tooth is.
Orthodontics.
This tooth is really good. Better.
Yeah.
I do need to go to an orthodontist,
Mm-hmm.
Whiting orthodontist. Anyways, we went to, we had friends come in from San Diego who we have literally not seen in 7 years.
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe.
I think the more kids we had, they were like, man, we're good. Because they're just like, they're together and they don't have
No
kids.
kids, no plans to have kids.
They're older than us and they still go to festivals and they live their life. And it's really, honestly amazing. Because, I mean, what else are you, I mean, like, I wish we could be doing it. I'm too afraid to do anything. Because what if somebody, I don't know. I just can't go there. I have kids, so my brain works differently. But it worked out. We got a babysitter and we ended up going to dinner.
And it was our first tier of new babysitters. We haven't had anyone who wasn't family ever.
Uh-huh.
And
It worked great.
dinner was unreal.
So good.
Unreal.
I mean, memorable.
It was probably a top 3 or 5 meal.
Really. I mean, we really haven't. And the chef, they have a whole documentary on him on Netflix.
Everything was amazing.
Everything was incredible. It's called Mother Wolf. And I mean, they got delicious wine. I don't even drink wine anymore, but I drank wine. It was a great day. And then the very next day we we gave the kids options. This is what we did. We said, listen, Mackin did a whole ChatGPT thing for them. Like, way very nice of you. Over the top.
Well, because I knew, like, spring break, we needed to do something.
Yeah.
We wanted to do something, but we also know, like, we have our family has a very specific dynamic in that we can't just do normal white people shit like going to Grand Canyon. Oh, look at the canyon! Like, that was an idea.
We
Completely nixed. No one
we've
wanted
never
anything
seen
to
the
do.
Grand Canyon.
I've never seen.
That's what I'm saying.
I have no desire to see it, so I don't really blame Dom when he's like, "Why do I want to go look at the big hole?"
Yeah, the big rocks. Yeah.
Hoover Dam, no fucking way. Zion, how long are we going to be there? No,
But-
I'd rather go to the Galindo's place in Bryan Heads.
Yes.
What they all said.
But also, allergies were a big factor in our family. Everybody was suffering, so I was like, we can't do anything outside.
Yep. Like, well, he's like, can we go? We always go to Encinitas. Like, can we go to Encinitas? I'm like, we can go for like a day or two, but not like a full week like we normally go. And like, well, that's not worth it. I'm not going to go to the beach just for a day or two.
Yeah.
Because we had all this other stuff in the first half of spring break. So I'm like, we can't go for a week. So like, well, what else could we do? I'm like, well, what if we just do a staycation at Red Rock? And all their faces
Lit up.
lit up.
They were so excited.
Viv, you would have thought she won the lottery because she loves
couldn't
Red Rock
wait.
Pool. The chicken fingers there
Couldn't
are
wait.
her favorite food.
Couldn't wait for her poolside service.
Yes.
She's like, Mommy, I cannot wait. So we get you go and get the room.
Get a good deal on rooms.
You did. We got a suite. It was
a
awesome.
suite, adjoining room. Everyone's got a bunch of space. Like, it was beautiful. Great little setup. And we go there. We get checked in early, and they're like, "Okay, what do you guys want to do? You want to go down to the pool?" We're like,
No,
that's boring.
that's boring. This is boring. What are we gonna do till dinner? I'm like, you ungrateful little fucks. Like, come on. And
we booked a late dinner, so now we're there. It's like 2, 3
it's
o'clock.
2, 3
We're like,
o'clock, and
what are
dinner's
you
not
gonna
till
do?
7.
So we just like putz around for 3 or 4 hours.
We made them go to the pool, but we were there for a half hour, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, can we go up to the room now?
Ugh.
I,
But we go to dinner. Dinner was great. Like,
Hearthstone, yeah.
I love Hearthstone. Get the tuna pizza.
Look
One
at
of
us talking
one of my favorite foods.
It really
I
is.
got like 2 of those.
And they redid it. It's cool there too. We did a lot of good eating during.
And that was one thing that you want to do. Like, for my birthday, I want to take like our kids to a nice dinner. So that was part of one of the things that we built into like
And
the
they
deal.
actually were very good at dinner.
No, they were not.
Yeah, they were.
Which dinner were you at?
What are you talking about? They were good.
Dean and Leo. I was stuck in between them. Do you not
What's
remember?
wrong? What did they do?
Just not. Leo cried the first half of the dinner. He was crying the entire time.
I don't remember that.
I do.
Well, you were
He
sitting
couldn't
next
get out of his chair. He was like flopping out because the chair was stuck.
Oh.
Anyways, but you wanted everyone to go to like a nice dinner, and then they all except for Dom all ordered off the kids menu, which was whatever.
Whatever.
But whatever. So the next day,
Yeah, what are you trying to get? Wait, no, we didn't get to what sleeping fucking arrangements.
oh yeah,
So we put the boys in one room and us with Viv in another room. right when it's bedtime, the boys start crying. I don't like this room. I'm scared. I'm literally here. I'm laying with you in bed until you fall asleep. I don't think I'm going to be able to fall asleep. I'm like, you're going to fucking fall asleep. You're going to go to sleep. We did not pay for these hotel rooms for you not to go to sleep. We're right down the street from our house. We literally could walk home right now, but you're not even that
That was
far.
the other thing. I drove back and forth 3 times to check on Kevin
Our dog, yeah.
because we didn't get a
Yeah.
dog sitter, but so we were back 5 times. But
Yeah,
whatever.
he was fine. And we're also watching Ruby, my parents' dog. So we just, whatever.
We might
You
not be
did.
watching her much longer.
Yeah, poor thing.
Sorry, I derailed you.
Okay, no, but so I'm like, we're gonna go to bed. I don't like this bed. I want my own bed. I'm like, Dean's crying, and he's usually pretty free. Fuck. So it takes till 10:30. They go to bed, right?
Probably later, but yeah.
I don't know. We go in our room. We just lay and scroll. Vivian falls asleep because she's hopped up on Benadryl because her allergies are. Dom finally goes to bed. 1 a.m. Leo, I can't sleep, mommy. I cannot sleep. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I literally went to sleep like maybe an hour before that. And I was like, okay. So I go and lay in bed with him. He's up, flopping, rolling around. I'm like, okay, you're going to wake up everybody. So I wake you up, make you go lay with Vivian, and he sleeps with me. I did not sleep.
No.
He kicked me.
He sleeps like a
fucking
fucking
punched
helicopter.
Me. He does. It helicopter swirling. You're right.
Yeah, just like
he was
this.
at the other end of the bed. Literally, it was horrible. I did not sleep. Woke up exhausted. He woke up at fucking 5, ready to go for the day. And I'm like, get away from me. Go in the other room and watch something on the phone or TV. I don't even care at this point. Just figure it out. I love you.
I never
but
told you when I woke up. I woke up at like I don't know 7:38 to go check on Kevin, and he wasn't in bed with you anymore. He's in. I couldn't find him for a second. Like maybe he went back in his bed. Is he sleeping with Dom now? So I'm like searching for him for like 3 minutes, and I go back in like the middle suite area, and he's like. If these are the curtains, he's like behind the curtains, just sitting in the window, looking out at the people out at the pool.
Such a fucking weirdo.
Like this little dumbass kid.
Oh, he's
Like, you kept this up all night. Now you're just like people watching, and the
chilling by the pool. And he's like, oh, look, the workers are back. They're
Yeah,
sanding
exactly.
the edge of
the pool was closed. He was watching the guys working on shit on the roof, just sitting there, crisscross
Crisscross,
applesauce,
yeah.
just watching.
Because I told him, like, go away. I need to get some sleep.
And I'm like, you want to come home with me and check on Kevin? And he loves Kevin. And he's like, no, I'm going to watch the people.
I'm going to watch the guys working on the hotel.
Oh, that kid.
And then we got breakfast, went to the pool for literally 2 hours. And like, can we go home? We're bored. I'm like,
We're
I'm
at the
fucking
pool,
so tired
and our
of you
kid-
guys.
So, sorry, I was thinking while you were talking, but we're at the pool, and it's the one time our kids start to behave. And what happens?
Oh, my God.
Some other kid who isn't even ours, I have to parent this kid.
I'm telling you right
Oh,
now,
God.
you're right. Finally, we're there and we're settled. We got good seats. They're being good. They're playing. I'm like, this is so great. We should do this more often because we have. First off, they start acting like idiots. The lifeguards blow their whistle and they listen.
And they're all at the age now where we don't have to hover them in the pool. Like, they can go play and
yeah,
run.
nobody's gonna drown.
Yep.
Like, we're good.
The lifeguards will whistle them, like, don't jump, don't shove,
Oh
which
my
I
God.
fucking love.
And then there's like 3 chairs down, and there's this lady. Like, literally, it was my mother. I'm not even joking. She's like from Buffalo. She was already.
She was
fake
white,
tan.
but her skin was like a dark maroon color.
Yeah, it was. She was like my mother, like
Yeah.
Italian, Lebanese, some kind of where she just was brown, and then she's just laying in the sun with her ear. Okay, and so I was like vaping, whatever, no judgment. She's doing her thing. So I start laying a towel on the chair. She goes, "Oh, that's my son's chair." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, no problem." I just. And then I grabbed the t-shirt off. She goes, "That's my son's shirt." I'm like, no, it's a Bill's shirt. Showed her. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize." Whatever. So move on. Introduce myself to the mother. So then all of a sudden we're relaxing. Leo comes running out of the pool. And his eyes are bloodshot red. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "This kid kept splashing me over and over and over in the eyes, and I can't." And he's going, "I can't see. I can't." I'm like,
Very dramatic Leo
very
fashion.
dramatic. It's like everything's blurred. But it does hurt.
I'm sure.
And he's like, and I called him a B word. I'm like, "You called him a bitch?" He goes, "No, I said you're a B word." Right? So I was like, okay. So now I get up and I'm like, okay, what is going on? Because Leo can sometimes start shit. Leo starts shit, even though he's the sweetest soul in the whole world. I walk over by the edge of the pool and I'm like, "What's going on?" He goes, "Your son said I'm a B word." And I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm like,
Which, how dumb does that kid have to sound? Like, no, he actually did say, quote unquote, he called me a B word.
not a bitch, a B word. And I was like, oh, and I'm like looking at Dominic and Vivian and Dean. I'm like, is Leo being, is like, well, Leo's bugging him, right? So I'm like, Leo, get out of the pool, stay away from this kid, you know, and the kid's like dabbing up Dean for like
And
having
we know our kids can be pains in
Horrible,
the asses.
yes.
So if anything, we're erring on the side of, we're sorry. He probably started it first.
Leo
like,
started it.
We'll mind our kids. Like, you go do your own thing, kid.
Yeah, whatever. Just stay away from this kid
Yes.
who's splashing you overly. I
Yeah.
can't stand. There is something wrong with children who find joy in holding somebody's head under the water too long, splashing somebody in the face. Literally, my brother used to do it to me. He's fucked up.
Yeah, that's why you got like a PTSD trigger.
There's something wrong with you if you can hold somebody's head under and they come up.
Which wasn't
gasping
happening
for
here.
air.
Just be
No, that wasn't happening. But if you can overly splash somebody in the face, it's the same thing. Okay, sorry, tangent, trauma. So they're playing in the jacuzzi. And
yes.
And I'm watching this kid do it to another kid, just constantly
Not
splashing.
his friend, just another random
Just
kid.
another random kid, and he was a cute little boy, and he just kept splashing and splashing. So I'm like, the mom's not going to fucking do anything. The other parents are not around. So I walked over very politely, and the teacher and me, because I was a teacher, I know how to
Right.
handle
It was like you walked up to a kid in the lunchroom who was acting up.
And I said, hey, buddy, I just want you to know that the water here is so full of chlorine, when you do that too much, it actually burns your eyes.
Again, this is not happening to our kid.
No.
Someone else, completely random.
Poor kid looked like he needed help.
Yeah, and he was like awkwardly uncomfortable, like, I don't know you, bro. Stop splashing me. And he was
Exactly.
bigger than him. Like,
I'm observing because now
Yes.
I just get the vibe.
this is all 3 feet away from our chairs.
Literally. So I said that to him. He goes, who are you? I'm like, I'm just a lady here. I'm like, well, you don't know me. I go, yeah, I know. I don't know you, but I know your mom. I introduced her. She's a really nice lady. Oh, she is. She's a really nice lady. Oh, you need to get out of here. You need to go. You need to leave. And this kid's probably 11 years old.
Yeah.
And then he starts making dickhead comments under his breath to me. And I'm just ignoring him and sitting there because I'm not leaving. You told me, and I'm sitting here and I'm watching you. So he wouldn't stop. And then some other kids came in and he was making some racist comments to them, he was just being horrible.
Yeah.
And the mom's just sitting there.
No fucking clue. Had no idea that anything was happening over the last 45
Whatever.
minutes.
Who knows what she had going on in her?
Not whatever,
Who
but
knows? Maybe
whatever.
this was her moment. She paid for them to get in there. She was like, "Fuck this kid. I want to relax." Like whatever. Or maybe she's just encourages this behavior. God only knows. So I'm now getting frustrated because he keeps making comments, splashing, and being rude to me. And then I look at you and you're like, is he being rude to you? And he's like, so then you get up and start parenting this. Now our kids are being angels and this kid's being a little dick.
I'm like leaning over. I'm like, come on, give me your hand. Let's go talk to your mom. Like, come on, let's I'm
Go
sure
tell
everything's
your-
fine. Come tell her what you're doing. And he's like, yeah, making racist comments to these other little girls. Then he goes away, comes back, he jumps in where our kids are out of the pool, but I'm locked in and I'm hovering.
now you're
I don't even know where our kids are. I'm only watching this kid. So I'm only parenting this little fuck. And he pushes his friend in, splashes some lady. Then he jumps in. The lady's
Now
like, hey.
this is a jacuzzi. This isn't like a
It's not the
big
fuck
pool.
around pool.
Yeah.
It's the jacuzzi that's like 12 by 12.
Yeah.
There's a mom sitting with her baby. She's getting splashed. And then, so I'm like, the lady says something to him. So I get up and she says something to him. So I stop. And then he like kind of swims in front of her and like puts his like face down and
Careful
starts
with-
pitter-patting, splashing her in the face.
like going underwater, putting his feet towards her and splashing.
Yes, it took me everything in my body to not rip that kid out of the fucking pool because he's like splashing this regular lady in the face for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
So we were at that point, our kids were bored as fuck or pissed off at this kid and ready to leave. So
They've had her chicken fingers.
yeah, they were packed up and ready to go. But now I'm just like hovering over this kid while we wait for our bill, and I'm just standing there waiting by him, acting like his fucking security guard.
And now I'm embarrassed by
My
you.
blood is
because
boiling thinking
I know-
about all this.
But this is the thing, though. Kids like that, there's something missing or hurting,
Yeah,
or
the father.
that they need to. No. Buddy, stop.
If I had to bet,
Stop.
not to say that
doesn't-
there are single mothers out there killing it. This one is not.
Okay,
Sorry.
but you don't know their situation.
Obviously, this kid has a lot of shit going on in his life. He's
yes.
looking for attention. We can
There we
all
go.
we can all therapize the situation. Doesn't mean we can't be pissed off either.
Yeah, that he was being an ass. Okay,
Yes.
thank you. I just wanted to disclaimer that because it is important to understand kids do this because they're lacking something.
100%.
They need love but I can't the level of disrespect was so uncomfortable. I just could not, and I even, I looked at Dean, because you know how Dean's been an asshole lately, and he's 7. So I looked at him and I go, do you remember that little boy at the pool? I'm like, that's how, we're trying to prevent you from being like that. Like, 'cause
Perfect example.
if you laugh at things that are not funny, if you are rude and think it's funny to laugh at mommy and daddy when we're, talking to you seriously and blah, 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 like, you're going to end up like that. And other parents
This
are
is
going
the
to
path you're on, bro. You're
Yes.
on the fast track to be the pool kid.
So I'm kind of grateful for his behavior because he taught, even Dom.
I wouldn't say I'm grateful, but
But also later I was like, guys, was Leo starting stuff? And they're like, actually, no, he started with Leo. He called him a little asshole. I'm like, that information would have been really helpful earlier.
Did he call him a little a-hole or a little?
Called him a little a-hole. Oh. Yeah, then we went home, passed out on the couch, and then as soon as we got home, like, what are we having for lunch? What's for dinner?
Wait. When we got home, they cheered because they could play video games. I'm like, we literally just came home from a fucking $2,000 night stay, and you're just here ready to fucking play Fortnite?
I don't know why we put so much effort into it. At least if we do it, we just should do something we enjoy.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't know. Somewhere where there's childcare.
Yeah, we should have dropped them all their asses off at Kids Quest.
Yeah.
Would have had a great night.
They actually probably would have loved it. That. And then why didn't we think of that? We could have been, buddy.
Is it still open?
Oh my
It's
God.
gotta be, right?
Buddy, they have video games. Throw
I know what we're doing this
$300.
weekend.
Throw that $300, $400 we spent on dinner. We could have enjoyed a $200 meal and they could have enjoyed a $200 game night.
Hey guys, look, you have unlimited tokens.
Yes.
See you later.
These people are watching you. Oh my gosh, buddy, why didn't we think of that?
Probably would have had the night of their lives.
You're probably we would have too.
I loved Kids Quest when I grew up. My parents were dropping my ass off there regularly.
no,
Not even like Red Rock or GVR. I was at the Boulder Station Kids Quest.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not judging. Not judging.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Boulder Station?
Oh yeah.
They had a Kids Quest there?
Oh yeah.
No comment.
There were some core memories made in that
But
place.
also, we're dropping off our kids that are 13, 11, and the twins and they would watch. Like, it's different. I would never drop them off. I can't do it. Sorry. I have trust issues.
Yeah.
I don't trust anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little stressed out after that
I know.
conversation.
I can feel it in my bones still.
And you know what's funny?
Stupid-ass kid.
I was telling a friend today who was texting me like, what did you do over spring? And I kind of gave her like, we went to dinner. I'm like, you know what? I kind of feel like crying because we really didn't do anything like
Special for your birthday?
We did, but like it was cut short. And then we couldn't really like enjoy each other's company because.
Yeah. And then these are partially your words, partially mine. Like, we broke your birthday up into a bunch of little things.
Yeah.
It wasn't like one big birthday thing. So
Which
it
honestly,
didn't have like the big impact that a normal birthday would for you.
yeah, but I'm not a big deal person for my birthday. I'm not like, hey guys, here's invitations to my birthday. Like turning 40 next year. Yes, that's,
Yeah.
but like
39 is easily one of the worst birthdays.
so awkward.
Yes.
Like, it's like turning, well, no, because 18, at least you can go to like Little Darlings. That's like,
it's 39,
awkward
there's nothing
birthday.
special about.
Nothing special, but also I'm like, but we didn't really like we usually have a dinner together and enjoy,
Right.
like.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. Well, we did on your birthday.
We went with Dave
Yeah.
with them for dinner, and that was wonderful. But like I said, we had to
Cut
go.
short.
We had to rush home, so it wasn't like. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I'm grateful that we did what we did. And my birthday gift that I've been asking for is you to take me to Skims at Caesar so I could go shopping for
lingerie
bodies.
shopping.
No, not lingerie.
That's how I see it.
Shapewear. Shapewear.
Potato.
I also asked you for a shake plate.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Bullshit.
I wanted the little, the
You
thing.
think that I would hesitate to make that purchase?
No.
No. It might be here tomorrow.
No. I have to pick it
Belated
because you'll
birthday.
pick like the cheap one. It's got to have like,
I'll go mid-range.
yeah.
Extra shake.
You could watch. That'd be so fun for you. I'll put on my Skims and shake. How about that?
Pour me a little drink.
So weird. Do you know how much shakes now that I've lost weight? Everything. My neck shakes. I'm like a fucking turkey. But yeah, that's all we've been doing. Performing,
That's all.
entertaining.
Yeah, performing, entertaining. There's been a lot of fun stuff though.
But so the new thing that I'm realizing is that you need to appreciate me for. Okay?
What?
Just wanted you to add it. School projects.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've never seen your ass glue, cut, nothing. Nothing. And let me tell you what. It's not fun.
No.
Getting 2 7-year-olds to sit down and
That would be
focus.
fucking torture for me.
It was.
Yeah.
It was torture. It was torture.
It's not really torture for you. You were a kindergarten through second grade teacher. Like,
It's completely different when it's your own kids. They
understandable.
don't give a fuck
but
about what I say.
You've had scissors in your hand for a good amount of your life. My Fiskars skills are not good.
It was a book quilt where they had to choose their favorite book, which, by the way, both books they chose, they've never read before and said they were their favorite books. Like, this is my favorite. I'm like, what is this? He's like, Pete the Cat. I'm like, we've never even
Why?
read this book. Why? But, okay, for his teachers watching, we read it before we did the project. And yes, we did. I read it.
didn't.
You did not. I did that.
I just signed the homework. Done.
And now Vivian has 2 projects coming up where she has to make
One's with some boxes.
making like a animal out of boxes, but you have to like measure
I
them.
just screenshot the emails and text them to you.
Yes, you do.
I don't even read them.
Yes, you do. See?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I clearly have to have time for that.
We could figure our way out.
I'm very valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Very valuable. And it's bonding time. You should try it sometime.
I'll find it other ways. Not with
You do actually help Viv with her math homework because she's like, you can't help me, Mom. Like she's just like,
that I do.
you don't get what you're doing.
Mhm.
Let me go see Daddy.
Yeah,
But
specialized.
I'm really good at like alliteration. Is that? Oh no. What is it called?
Language
Analogies.
arts? No.
No, analogies. Like when she has to remember.
Mnemonic devices.
Isn't that numbers?
No. Mnemonic has to do with memory.
Okay, so yes,
Mhm.
that. Like she'll have vocabulary words, and I will have like an action or
Mhm.
like something that has nothing to do with the definition for her to remember it.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know. I wish I had an example
Yeah.
because she'll laugh. She laughs every time and she remembers. Like I'll never forget my dad. My brother couldn't remember the word perpendicular. And my dad goes, "Okay, how can I get him?" He goes, "When you go pee, you hold your penis like this. Your hand is perpendicular to your dick." Never forgot it.
Amazing mnemonic device.
Amazing. And never forgot it.
And it's even got the word in it somehow. That's a extra good one.
I think, and I do that with Vivian, but not with a penis. Like I'll do something else. But she laughs, so now I'm her Now every time she has a test, Mom, we need to study. I'm like, we.
Yeah. Who's we?
But it's nice though. It's bonding.
Mm,
Projects, cutting.
I'm good. I do not like that stuff.
You used to draw with Dom.
That was when we had 1 kid or 2 kids.
Are you ranking our children at all?
I think we've ranked them throughout all of this stuff, but no direct plans.
Wow,
If you want me to be honest, they're all -4 this week.
But honestly, it was a fan said they missed when you.
I wasn't prepared. You could have told me to, and I would have done it.
Krista, you got it next time. You got to do it
Next
for
time.
her.
It's like, whatever. I'll do it next time. One of the things I would have brought up had I been ranking them is when Dean, one of his many faults lately, because the last time we were ranking them, he was riding high. Like I think was #1 for a record.
Oh,
like
yeah.
6 episodes or something stupid like that.
Mhm.
Whenever he's big on the word shut up lately, and it makes my skin crawl when he says shut up either jokingly or when he's angry when they're playing Fortnite or other bullshit things like that. Like when he's in the car with you now, he'll sing the Shut Up and Dance With Me song, but mute himself on dance and only say shut up.
Yeah, but he doesn't even sing it. He just goes, "Shut up. Shut up. Shut up." I'm like, what is wrong with you? He's got this like, his name
got a mean
doesn't
streak
rhyme
in him.
with mean for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been quite a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah.
Well, just out of nowhere. Do you think it's the Fortnite, the YouTube shit? It's got to be.
I think it's Fortnite for sure
Mm-hmm.
because the game is built on like beating someone else, shit talking.
But they don't talk to anybody.
No,
talk
but
to
like
each other.
the videos that they watch on how to play Fortnite,
Oh, yeah, you're
it's
right.
all about shit talking.
Oh my God.
And they also pick it up from Dom, who is the same product of that same environment, but on another level because he's doing shit talking at a 13-year-old's level. in a way that he would talk to other 13-year-olds and vice versa. But now the 7-year-olds are mimicking that same behavior, and it comes out stupid.
You know that's the thing, because we have a 13-year-old and Dean thinks he's 13. I've said this before, but now he like makes jokes like a 13-year-old, or I mean, it's a blessing, but it's also like a curse because they're not like, Leo's still innocent. Like
Leo's 100% a 7-year-old.
Leo to
Golden
Knights Sabres. You took him to the Sabres Golden Knights, and you even texted me, you're like, he's still just so innocent. But motherfucker could ask billions of questions.
So that's a great example. I forgot all about that. So yeah, we're trying to make it a point to do like more one-on-one time with particularly the twins. Like I used to do that shit all the time with Dom. You still do a good amount of it with Viv, going to Sephora or little, coffee dates or whatever. And the twins kind of they're a package deal in many ways. Like we'll bring them because they both like all the same stuff. So we typically, if we're doing something fun or something extra, like they both will go. But we made it a point to break it up. So I took Dean to an A's baseball game and Leo to a Knights game, and completely different experiences.
Yeah.
Completely. Like me taking Dean to the baseball game. He's not a big baseball kid, but he was very interested. Asked a million questions. Great questions. Why is the coach wearing a uniform? I don't know, Dean. That's a great question.
That's a great question.
It's the only sport where coaches wear the same uniform.
They usually wear suits or
Like,
something.
that's kind of dumb. Is he going to play? I'm like, no. Why is the first base coach wearing a helmet? Well, he doesn't want to get hit by a ball. Like, oh well, like just all these great
very intuitive.
Yes,
Good
like
job.
very he's very interrogative. Like he's always asking questions that are like genuinely good questions. And then I take Leo to the Golden Knights game, and he's just like 7-year-old balls to the wall, like screaming popcorn, licorice, ice cream. He might have had some of my beer. Who knows? Like just everything you would expect out of a little kid.
Yeah.
And completely different experience. One's so like innocent and little in many ways, and the other one's like 3 years beyond his age.
Yeah.
Like, just very mature and like taking it all in and trying to understand the nuances of the game. Like,
And you really did it up. Like they got hats and memorabilia and shit like that. Like I was shocked with how much shit they came home with. That was very nice of you.
yeah, try to make them worth it. Like the memories. I don't want their memory like, oh, Dad wouldn't let me get the big cup. You got the little cup.
Yeah. That's cute though. And they had fun, and it's good for you to have those one-on-one moments with them.
Yeah.
And just like me, even if it's running to the grocery store and they're like, "Can I get this new Prime?" and I'm, I want to spend the $3 on a drink for them? Not really, but it's the experience of like saying yes.
Yeah, we got to work on saying no more though.
You're right. No, period. We talk about that all the time. We never fucking say no.
Our kids are so.
I'm the worst though. They know too. And of course my feed on Instagram's all like the beauty and boundaries with children, and saying no is a sentence, and
They make it sound so nice and easy, like, but it's really just fucking you're in the trenches fighting with them, saying no all day long.
Yes.
The beauty and nothing about that shit is beautiful. Saying no to a 7-year-old.
No, but Vivian is a master manipulator.
Oh yeah. No doesn't exist in
Master.
her language.
What?
No does not exist in her language.
No. Or it's like it's finding any little loophole she can find, and then if it is no, she tell them about what you did when you took them to Cane's for dinner. What the fuck she did.
Oh my God. So was this the night that we went out?
It might have been Wednesday.
Oh, yes, it was.
It was my birthday. Yeah, the
Doesn't
day,
matter.
whatever.
So you're getting ready. We're getting ready to go out.
No. You did In-N-Out Burger. This was another night.
Doesn't matter. So before any night, we typically go out. Like while you're getting ready, I go get takeout for them, and we take turns picking whatever.
Because not everybody likes one place.
There is not a single fucking place on this
one.
earth where all 6 of us like
One
it.
child is always crying about where we're eating or what I'm cooking. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
And it changes. Like whatever is true today will not be true next time.
They all like chili currently, but it's 97 degrees outside.
So yeah, we're gonna be not eating until fall.
Someone's always crying.
And that's just shit that we cook, and we've been down that road. But when we're talking about like takeout places, we landed on going to Cane's for this one night. And Viv was anti-Cane's for that time period. Like she's like, I do not want Cane's. I do not want Cane's. She literally cried for 2 hours. Cried, like tears, crying that she doesn't want to go to Cane's. My parents never took me out to dinner, ever. And it's not like an economic thing. It was just like we didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Like we just cooked at home.
But
I
she
think
doesn't know the difference.
anyways, our kids are spoiled in that aspect of it. So like, okay, Viv, I love you. I understand this isn't your favorite. You need to deal with it.
But literally cried for 2 hours about this.
Cried like
Okay.
alligator tears.
Yep.
We get there. As soon as we get there, she eats. She's happy. She's fine.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't die from the canes that she absolutely hates, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
We eat. We go home. We go on with our night. Whatever. The night ends. We wake up the next morning. What is she cooking in the air fryer the next day? Leftover
Raising
canes
cane.
because she loved it. She made such a big deal
I
about
literally
everything
looked
that
at her,
she's
I go-
having hangover canes for herself.
I literally looked at her and I was like, I cannot believe
Mm.
you are eating that. And then Dominic's like, is because you bought an extra one for the babysitter
Yeah,
or
for Dana.
something, somebody, for Dana. And they didn't eat it.
Mhm.
So that's why it was left over.
Mm-hmm.
This little sitting there eating it, dipping. And I'm like, I thought you hated canes. Like, it's insane. Another thing, and we are very, very, very strongly, we very much feel like as long as you're making an effort in school,
Oh yeah.
we don't give a shit. We don't give a shit what your grades are. If you're trying,
I could not care less.
if you're getting D's and F's, I mean, D's, C's,
It's
whatever.
for us. It's about the effort, and we've talked about this.
Yes,
like,
I don't
if
care.
if you're doing enough to get by and you're learning and you're giving an effort, great. I don't give a
I don't
shit
care.
if you have an
At
A,
least you're
a
trying.
B, a C. If you're in the DF range, there's probably some other factors involved. It's probably not just because you don't understand it. There's probably other
Or
things
maybe
in
you're
play.
not understanding it. Do we need to get you help?
Sure.
Kind of thing, right?
So if you're in that range, there's some room for conversation, right?
Yeah.
But if you're anywhere above, like I could not care less.
I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Be a good person and try, right?
I have no idea what the kids' grades are right now. No idea.
I don't either. I don't care. But we get an email from Vivian's teacher saying that she has some missing assignments. And we're like, okay. And I'm thinking, like, how many could it be? 1 or 2? She had like 5 missing assignments.
One class.
One class. It's language arts, and she's still trying to figure out, I don't know, school, and it's
Time
almost
management,
over.
workload,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, Mackin, you talked to her about it.
Yeah, so like Viv, and this is like the first time because they have to they email us home with the teacher copied to the parents. So, and I never respond. I always err on the side of talking to the kid before I hear from the respond back to the teacher. And then if I see the story straight, then I'll get back to them. And then she gets home, I'm like, Viv, so I got your email. You have 5 missing assignments today. She's like, well, they're not missing. I just haven't done them yet. I'm like, so where are they? Are you gonna find them? Like,
What are we doing here?
She's like, no, I just haven't done them.
I haven't done. It's the same thing. Missing
Like,
assignments.
Viv, you need to do the assignments. Like, this doesn't count in.
She's like, I think I'll do them during spring break. I'm like, Vivian, no, you have missing assignments. You have to at least show some effort that you're trying to get them. She goes, but I have the whole week off. I can do it then. I'm like, no.
And now she's in the range like she's only going to get half or partial credit or whatever, and she doesn't care.
She doesn't.
And that's where I step in. I'm like, Viv, you have to at least do the bare
You're
minimum.
gonna start running.
Yeah, yeah. Don't tell her that.
She'll fucking cry.
But you need to at least do the work. Like I've even told Dom, like if there's a class that you have an A in and you're stressing about, like take it easy. Like you don't have to do every single thing to the best of your abilities if it's gonna like be to a detriment to you. Like,
Yeah.
take a couple plays off. Like you'll
He
survive.
He has been.
Yeah, and that's not for everything, but
No.
like time management, workload, like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like give yourself some grace if you.
You're
if
in
you can do it.
7th and 6th grade.
But Viv took that. Maybe she heard me say that type of shit
She
to
did.
Dom.
She
and
literally.
took it to the extreme.
She literally said, you guys don't care about our grades. I'm like, no. We don't care if your grades, are, like we just said, like you need to try. You can't have fucking missing assignments.
Yeah.
Like that's just lazy.
Right.
Why is it so hard? It's so
I'm
hard.
tired just thinking about all this stuff
my
now.
body. I'm worried about my tooth showing and my anxiety. Maybe it's the.
It could be all the caffeine you had. You had an Alani, a Celsius, and a latte today.
It's okay.
And it's only 2:30.
It's fine. It's one of those days. It's one of those days, buddy.
But really, we talked about this on the way over because you're like, why am I so tired? Like the kids are gone, they're back in school. I think your body's just finally like breathing and relaxing.
You're
Like,
right.
my mind can rest and it's not in fight or flight mode.
And because all day we're constantly like you're working, so I try and like keep them out, but like I'm constantly listening for who's fighting with who, what's like going on, or and I even go to the point of like, let's play a game, let's go outside, and play outside, or let's go swimming, and Whatever, these fucking kids. It's our fault.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think that's it. I think we
Really?
covered everything. Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you for making this happen, although we canceled last time because of me. But.
Yeah. Because one of the kids was like, I'm going to throw up.
And I'm like, we're not doing this if we're not going if they're gonna throw up. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
It's a good
Luis
reason.
understands. He's got a bunch of kids too now.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you for listening.